So in this video we are going to see scope resolution operator in C++, where we are going to use scope resolution operator. So what is scope resolution operator? In C++, scope resolution operator is double colon. When you do a double colon, that becomes the scope resolution operator in C++. So what are the different uses of the scope resolution operator? These are the following are the uses. To access a global variable, when there is a local variable with the same name, in that case you can make use of scope resolution operator to distinguish between the two variables. Second, to define a function outside a class, that is, we are a bit familiar with this. Next, to access a static class static variables, we need a scope resolution operator. In case of multiple inheritance, we require scope resolution operator, and sometimes it refers to a class inside another class. So these are the different uses of scope resolution operator. So one by one we are going to see it. First, we are going to see how to access global variable when there is local variable with the same name. Suppose this is our global variable x, which is globally declared in our code, and in the main we have variable x, which is similar of the x globally present. Next, I want a value of global variable x inside the main, and there is local variable x also. So if I said x here, only x, then this 10 is accessible. And if suppose I want to access this x over here, you have to mention scope resolution operator and then name of the variable. Then this variable is accessible here. Then value of the local variable x is just mention the x. So this is the difference between local variable x and global variable x. You can access this with the help of colon. What will be the output? Global value is 0 and local value is 10. This global value is by default initialized to 0, so it will give the value 0, and local variable having the value 10, it will display the 10 value. So this is the one of the use of or purpose of the scope resolution operator. Next, to define a function outside the class. Many times we want to define a function outside the class. In that case, we have to use scope resolution operator. So this is our class A, which consists of function void fun, and this is the way to declare this function outside the class. Void name of the class A, then scope resolution operator, and then name of the function fun, and then brackets, and you can mention the body of the function over here. So this is the one of the use of scope resolution operator. Next, to access a class static variables. So with the help of example we are going to see it. Suppose this is our class test, and we have one static integer x variable, and we have another variable static integer y. This x is private, whereas this y is public, and inside this function, value of static x is test scope resolution operator x, means this x is accessed over here by using the scope resolution operator, that is double colon, and then value of local x is x, this x here will be accessible over here. So these are the uses of scope resolution operator. So next, these are the static variables. We make it as y variable. This is another use of scope resolution operator. Integer test is name of the class. Scope resolution operator x is equal to 1. This is the way to initialize the static variables. The static variables are declared inside the class and you have to initialize by using the scope resolution operator, and y is initialized to 2. So in the main we have created the object of test obj and we have initialized x to 3, and we have called the function obj dot function x. We have passed 3 value over here, that is x, which is received at function x over here is a 3 value, and then that is printed over here, that is this is called as local variable. X is printed over here and global variable, that is static variable value x is printed over here. So output of the code is what? X is coming from here, that is your local variable, that is 3, and x is printed initialize static variable over here, that is 1. So you will get the output as value of static x is 1 and value of local x is 3. And then we have printed value of y, that is 2. Again we have used scope resolution operator. So this is the way to use scope resolution operator to access static variables present in the class. Next, in case of multiple inheritance, so if some variable name exists in two ancestors classes, we can use scope resolution operator to distinguish. So this is our class A, which consists one integer variable x and it is initialized to 10 using the constructor. This is our second class B, which again has one integer and it is initialized to 20 in the constructor. This is our constructor B. And this is the multiple inheritance. In class C we have inherited A and B, and in the public we have method function age x is, this is the way to call age x, that is age x nothing but this x is accessible over here, and b's x nothing but this x is accessible over here by using the scope resolution operator. Then in the main we have created the object of C, that is small c, and we have called this function fn, and we will get the output as age x is 10 and b's x is 20. So this is how in case of multiple inheritance, and if both the variables having the same name in different classes, then you can use the scope resolution operator to distinguish between them. Next, it is used to class inside another class. So this is our outer class, that is class outside. Then this is our inside class, class inside. So inside the inside class we have x, y and one function. So this is our class outside and this is our class inside. So we are going to initialize this y, that is static variable, like this: integer outside, scope resolution operator inside, scope resolution operator y is equal to 5, and this is the way to make use of scope resolution operator. Then we have created the object of outside, and then we have created the object of inside. like this: outside A, outside semicolon, inside B. And so this is the way to make use of scope resolution operator. Thank you.